Let us now review the background of the key Aam Aadmi Party members. Almost all of them have controversial and questionable background. To many people, Anna Hazare is a mentor of Kejriwal, but the actual mentor of Arvind Kejriwal is Aruna Roy, who has been the head of National Advisory Council, which worked like a quasi-government, influenced the decision of Prime Minister Manmohan Singh and associated with the Congress government and Sonia Gandhi. Arvind Kejriwal initially worked with Aruna Roy to bring in Right to Information Act, and for which he got the Ramon Magsaysay Award in 2006. However, this RTI Act was first started by Anna Hazare in Maharashtra in 2000. Aruna Roy is one of the persons who had sent a petition to President Pranab Mukherjee for mercy towards Ajmal Kasab, the terrorist who killed many innocents in Mumbai terror attack on 26 November 2008. Like Arvind Kejriwal, she also won the Ramon Magsaysay Award in 2000. Prashant Bhushan is an activist, lawyer and politician, but has been involved in many controversies, especially regarding Kashmir, Naxalism and terrorist attacks. Bhushan was vocal against the hanging of Ajmal Kasab, who was responsible for the 2008 Mumbai attacks. He also signed a petition seeking presidential clemency for Afzal Guru, who was convicted for the 2001 Indian Parliament attack. He was the counsel for the 4 people accused of the attack. Prashant called for a referendum in the valley to decide whether or not the army should be deployed to deal with the internal threats in Kashmir. Suzanne Arundhati Roy. We have already seen how she is connected to AID, Angana and others in the umbrella group and wanted the stay of death sentence given to Afzal Guru. She also linked the 2008 Mumbai attack to the Kashmir issue. She has always criticized the government actions against Naxalism, even though the fact remains that Naxalism in India is the next bigger threat after terrorism. Manish Sisodia was a social activist and journalist before becoming an AAP executive. He also was part of Kabir Foundation funded by Ford Foundation. He and his wife were found to have misused foreign funds sent for one of their NGO organization and used that money for personal use. Yogendra Yadav has been a senior fellow at the Center for the Study of Developing Societies, CSDS, Delhi since 2004. He was associated with National Advisory Council NAC on Right to Education Act RTE appointed by United Progressive Alliance UPA government. Yogendra Yadav was funded by ICSSR of Jawaharlal Nehru University, which in turn was funded by Ford Foundation. Yadav has been a political advisor to Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi. Shazia Ilmi is a politician and social activist. Shazia Ilmi comes from a Kanpur Muslim family with links to Indian National Congress Party. Ilmi was seen in a sting operation along with other AAP leaders such as Kumar Vishwas, allegedly accepting money for the party in return for favors. She is worth around 37 crores. Harsh Mandar. We have already talked about him. Like Aruna Roy, he was a member of National Advisory Council constituted by Sonia Gandhi. Like Prashant Bhushan and others, he was also one of the person who recommended that Afzal Guru should not be hanged. Medha Patkar. We already have seen her dubious character and anti-national activities. Meera Sanyal. The AAP Lok Sabha candidate Meera Sanyal has left Royal Bank of Scotland to enter politics. She is on the board of Pradhan, a NGO that works in Naxalite areas in rural India, which was established by her but has been funded by foreign organization. Gopal Rai, ex-member of Sonia Gandhi's NAC, was president of All India Students Association associated with CPIM and CPIL, which is known for its pro-Maoist stance. Why so many of Congress government's National Advisory Council members are now with AAP? Do you now see the connections between Ghulam Nabi Fai, AID, FOIL, Khair, IAMC, Angana, Arundhati, Medha Patkar, Harsh Mandar, Teesta Setalwad, Prashant Bhushan and Gopal Rai, AAP and Congress? People asked why Congress party supported the Delhi government of Arvind Kejriwal. Does it make any logical sense the party and leadership against whom the AAP folks pretended to have fought supported to form a government? Any fool would guess the internal pact it had with Congress party. No evidence is necessary. Finally, let us take a look at some key Indian media who have given disproportionate coverage for Arvind Kejriwal and AAP. The key players are closely associated with India's ruling establishment, the Congress and Communist parties and its leaders. The biggest supporter of AAP today are some of the largest media houses. Many of those are owned by foreign companies and many in Congress party. New Delhi Television or NDTV is the key founder Pranoy Roy. His wife Radhika Roy is co-brother of Prakash Karat, General Secretary of the Communist Party of India. His wife and Brinda Karat are sisters. And Pranoy Roy's first cousin is the famous far-leftist, pro-Maoist, Naxalite, pro-Kashmiri, anti-national, friend of Angana Chatterjee, Arundhati Suzanne Roy. CPIM's senior member of Politburo and parliamentary group leader is Sitaram Yechuri. Sitaram Yechuri is married to Seema Chishti. Seema Chishti is the resident editor of Indian Express. Editor-in-chief of the Hindu newspaper is Narsimhan Ram. He is a former leader of the Communist Student Group, Student Federation of India. NDTV's Barkha Dutt and Veer Sanghvi of Hindustan Times are intermediaries for UPA allies who were exposed in the Radia Gate scandal, which in turn is related to 2G scam, and are virtual Congress and AAP spokespersons in their capacities as electronic media personalities. In return, Barkha and Sanghvi are rewarded with Padma Shri and other monetary compensation by the Nehru dynasty or Congress party. Barkha Dutt's personal life is surrounded with mystery. Some people say that she is married twice. Both of her husbands are Kashmiri Muslims. NDTV has been giving extra space to secessionists from Kashmir who want independence from India, and also good coverage of people like Teesta Setalwad and Arundhati Roy. NDTV's Sonia Singh is the wife of Uttar Pradesh Congress MP, Union Minister and ex-princely state ruler Mr. R.P.N. Singh of the Congress Party. NDTV's Nidhi Rajdan is also famous for her legendary pro-Congress and anti-BJP bias. India Today magazine has been bought over by NDTV. The group also owns Aaj Tak and Business Today, among other media. Its Indian head is Rajdeep Sardesai and his wife Sagarika Ghosh. Sagarika's father, Bhaskar Ghosh, was made the chief of Prasar Bharati Doordarshan during Indira and Rajiv regimes. Bhaskar Ghosh was well known for personal loyalty to the Nehru and Gandhi dynasty. Hindustan Times, Shobhna Bhartiya, owner and editor-in-chief of Hindustan Times, is a Congress MP from Rajya Sabha. Vinod Sharma, HT Political Affairs editor, appears as a Congress spokesman on all TV panel discussions. P. Sainath of The Hindu is the nephew of Congress politician V. Shankar Giri and the grandson of V. V. Giri, ex-president of India and famous Congress politician. Giri was especially known to be one of the first few staunch loyalists of Indira Gandhi. News 24 Hindi media channel is owned by ex-journalist and editor Rajiv Shukla, famous Congress MP in Rajya Sabha, Union Minister, Industrialist, BCCI Vice President and IPL Chairman. Many communist ideologues have really perpetrated some kind of stranglehold on India's journalism, media and intellectual space, where the Congress party essentially owns and controls every single mainstream media house in India, including Hindustan Times, The Times of India, NDTV, CNN-IBN, The Hindu, Tehelka, Outlook, etc. And finally, the key AAP leaders are also part of this media network. Manish Sisodia, ex-journalist with Zee News and All India Radio. Yogendra Yadav. Since 1996, he has been a psephologist and political commentator on a number of television channels in India, including Doordarshan, NDTV and CNN-IBN. Shazia Ilmi was previously a television journalist and anchor at Star News, and Ashutosh, ex-managing editor, IBN 7. No wonder pro-Congress and pro-AAP propaganda by these media houses are so obvious. So, outside of India, these former Indian nationals like Angana, Biju, Vijay, Vinay, Khalim Khwaja, etc. work with Pakistan, Islamist, churches, etc. to undermine India's image. In India, communists, missionaries and Islamist groups work with them to undermine the Indian state's economy, security and stability. These are not only enemies of India but of humanity. Arvind Kejriwal and his AAP associates are too deeply associated with these subversive groups. Arvind Kejriwal is India's biggest scam associated with Congress party. It is far more impacting and dangerous than all other government scams.